it could be a little sloppy in spots, especially at this time tomorrow. I'm thinking the afternoon tomorrow is going to feature the best chance for any precipitation. But again, it depends on that storm track. The National Weather Service went ahead with a winter storm watch for all of us on Friday. That rain arriving for the second half of the morning rush, especially south of I-80. And then it starts changing to snow for the afternoon rush. The snow line really focusing along the Stevenson and places south around the rim of the lake into northwest Indiana with the current model data. Now, the models have been flipping back and forth on this. It's been a little frustrating as we've watched the new tracks come in, but right now it's looking like late morning rain changes over to snow at lunchtime, early afternoon snow, but the system quickly departs by tomorrow evening. So as we time things out, this is 6 o'clock in the morning. A few sprinkles of rain are possible. Then as we get into the early afternoon, changing over to snow, quickly pushing out throughout the evening, and I think we'll hold the cloud deck through 9 o'clock at night. But hour by hour this evening, steady temperatures in the middle 30s. Cloudy skies will be the rule. That's been the case most of the day for us. We are at 40 in Joliet, only 33 degrees in Waukegan right now, 39 in Aurora, and 37 degrees in Kankakee. So I want to give you a tighter look at how the system is going to be moving into the picture. So here is the latest model trend. Second half of the morning rush, south of I-80 into Indiana, that's where we will see that rain. Then at lunchtime, the low will pass south of us. We start to see that changeover. And then once we pick up that wind off the lake, the snow bands start to fill in. And you can see that if this storm track were to jog a little farther to the north, that would set up this swath of snow right over northeast Illinois. But the current model data does slide it a little more east of Chicago. But I think between the two rush hours, it's the afternoon rush that we have to be on the watch. Then by 7 o'clock tomorrow night, things really quiet down. So low pressure setting up by noon to be over southern Illinois, southern Indiana. That's a hair to the south as compared to this time yesterday. And that means that that heavy rain will be pushing into Dayton and Cincinnati and Cleveland. And then the snow band starts setting up behind that area of low pressure. If this track stays true, that would put Metro Detroit and northeastern Indiana in the swath of the heaviest snow bands. Here's what we expect from the forecast. Minor amounts perhaps near the Wisconsin line. Then I think through the city, throughout Cook and DuPage County, that's where we could see those 1 to 3 inch totals ending early evening on Friday. The wild card would be northwest Indiana here because we're putting 3 to 6, but some isolated 6 to 10 inch amounts are certainly possible if those heavier snow bands set up. Any snow that falls tomorrow is going to be the heavy, wet variety. We are going to get that fetch right off the lake. It's going to be a damp and chilly wind that's going to be pushing through. Here's noontime, wind gusts to 38 miles per hour in Kankakee, up to 30 in Aurora, and those winds just keep pushing out of the northeast and then eventually out of the north to pull in drier air as we move through Friday evening. So it's a winter storm watch that is in effect for your Friday. That's why we have it as an alert day. Again, the morning may start with some rain and then change it over to snow in the afternoon. But we do dry out, Erica and Jim, for the weekend. We are going to see middle 40s, maybe some sunshine to close out the weekend as well.
Thanks, Mary Kay.